do that. A big fight going down bottom. It looks like they were all popped up right there. And they are going to start to back off. Zilean kicked Blitzcrank into his team. They're now chasing Misfortune. And it looks like she is all done for. A very nice attack there as Annie was able to come out with that flame. You saw how much damage it did, pretty much melting on Misfortune. And they should be able to take this turret, but the minion wave they're looking for is quite far behind them. They're only going to be able to take 8 shots from the turret for these minions. And let's see if they can get it down in time. It looks like they will. A lot of damage come out of both, all 4 players rather. And there's another turret for them. It will now be 3-1 in turrets. It looks like EG was able to pick up the first one right there.
Yeah, great job there. So finally, EG getting themselves some nice bigger advantages. Still, I believe it's like one dragon, 3 towers for Rock Solid. They're in really, really good shape. They have 10 to 6 on the champion kills, and yes, in fact, CLG did finish that game out. So they will move on against Oh God Bears, and I believe they move play against Complexity next, and we will have that one on the tournament realm as well. So we're gonna have that move on, but oh, double it, picking up that kill onto Skara. Sorry, I was looking over at the end game screen of the other computer, and I missed just how that gank went down. But lots of burst damage clearly from Annie and Blitzcrank to get him down. But again, it's Blitzcrank picking up the kill, not Annie. She will get a nice assist for that, but she really needs some more gold. Warwick just camping up top, level 16 against West Rice's 15, and I think, you know, this Warwick 176 CS, Teemo only at 148, so Warwick's getting ahead on this one. Doing a really good job there. Warwick now going for this golem buff, and that is just quite powerful. And Miss Force is going to be given the golem buff. Alright, so she's going to walk around with a lot of mana gain. Bloodthirster and Zeals doing good stuff. And they're going to find Teemo, and they could get this kill if they wanted to, I think. Oh, but EG has found Dragon. They're going to get another Dragon kill right here. Very good from them. This will be their second. I could be wrong in the spawn counts, though. That sounds about right. I believe this is their second Dragon kill. That's going to bring them a little bit of advantage there. So they're down still, honestly, 1 tower kill to 3, but at least they're up 2 dragons to 1. And here we go. Look at this Baron attempt going on. And oh man, they just don't know about it. I mean, they actually see a large amount of EG, and West is going to come by, but it's too late. Rock Solid picking up the Baron.
Wow.
10-7, and there's the Warwick and the Malzahar ultimate. West is going to go down. He flashes and oh, he got it. Oh, Misfortune and Rambo barely managed to pick that kill up for themselves.
Very risky move. I mean, he was trying to set that up there to slow him down or prevent them from going anywhere. But somebody just got Baron. You're going to run into 5 members of their team. The rest of your team is kind of like, hey, we're hanging out in mid, man. What are you doing? So EG just loses Teemo on that one. West will go down, and we're going to see how much this Baron really starts to affect the game. 11-7 at 26 minutes into the game exactly as we just reached that mark. And we're going to probably see this next turret go down. They don't have all 5 members. Baron, it's like just giving him the absolute power play right now by losing Teemo right off the bat. The only thing, like I said before, that comes good of having them get Baron is you know they do. So you can kind of try to stay out of position. Blitzcrank getting a pull that brought somebody into the base. More diving. Dan Din goes down. And we're going to have to see what happens to Double Lift right here. He also goes down as Blitzcrank. So the main tank is down for the team. And we're going to have to see if Sauce can make it out alive of this one. And he is able to get out of there. Tibber's doing a little bit of AoE damage. So he's able to make that happen and kind of deflect a lot that's coming towards him. Running Tibbers into the fight to continue that AoE damage, but he goes down very quickly. 2 turrets have been taken on this Baron push. Very big deal right now. Baron was a huge tide turner for Rock Solid at this point. Sorry. And we are going to see that they're coming in and now leaving with that inhibitor. Top lane and bottom lane are ultra pushed at this point in time. But it looks like they're pinging for the blue. They don't want to get more turrets on this one. They're going to start clearing the jungle. They might change their mind as they see how really far pushed up it is. And Warwick does just that. They do go over to the side. A ton of minions coming up in that wave, and this turret should be theirs. I thought we were going to see an ult from Amumu right there, but they are going to hold it. No, an ult from Blitzcrank. It comes up every 20 seconds, so it's well utilized in that position. He is taking a lot of damage for what he wanted to do in that situation, as well as Amumu. So we are going to see now Teemo is back, starting to do that damage. Poison darts and blind darts are out for Warwick, so he cannot continue to steal. But it does not do that much damage. They're just kind of poked away. And, you know, they did exactly what they wanted. Rock Solid with a huge upper hand right now. Only losing 1 turret has made a clear path all the way down to the Nexus in mid lane.
Yeah, they're just in such great shape right now. They really are just taking this game over. They're up 6 kills still. They're down a dragon, but they're up in every other metric that matters this game. And Westwest's going to still try to farm up at the top of the map, doing some pretty good damage to these units, of course. But he's just getting far behind for the time being. And you kind of see him just try to last hit these minions, try to keep the tower alive. The tower will survive, of course, but he's just not doing really great things. He's not been able to get too much accomplished. I mean, 1 and 4. He's got the Blood Razor now, so he's probably going to be a good source of damage output. You can see just how much magic damage he really is able to put out on these guys. He's not going to get the Lizard buff from Dan, and I think he's going to work towards probably Frozen Mallet next. But you know, right now he's just sort of kind of durable, but not really. We'll just sort of see how he ends up playing this, but he's just not. I'm just surprised with the Teemo pick. I thought it would have gone better than it did, but the lane wick ended up doing a very good job against him. Voivod did a great job winning against him, and they're back to this turret already at the bottom lane. Teemo soloing up top. Of course, Rambo nowhere nearby, but 4v4 they can take this turret with Baron buff. So they're gonna drop that one down very nicely. They're now down to the bottom inhibitor turret. They could go for that one, or they could run all the way down to top lane. See what they do. Dan's ultimate should be up. He has been silenced briefly, and they're pushing onto this turret a fair amount. Uh-oh, Voivod has been knocked up into the air. This is not looking good for him. Timbers comes down. Voivod will drop, but so will Dan. Once he gets, no, he will not get healed enough. And here comes Rambo off to the side. He's going to jump into that fight. Oh, wow, the damage output is huge right there. And that's a kill 1. And Sal's going to be the center of attention. Scarra putting out the malefic visions. Rambo will chase that one down. Will miss the Q. Sals will live. 50 health right there. And some minions coming by. Maybe the minions can make it happen.
Oh!
W's to a friendly. Sal's still running away. I mean, meanwhile, the base is going down. And yeah, it's gonna be some dead. There's gonna be some dead Nexus. Saul's still trying to run away from Rambo and hits him in the face. That's an ace right there. Now onto the Nexus. Rock Solid will take this game 1-1 now. Rock Solid versus Epic Gaming, and we're gonna go to Game 3. The winner goes to Dreamhack. Wow. Real
horn. That's how it happened. So very good games. A very dominant play by Riot. Or yeah, Riot.
Riot!
Rock Solid.
Russian faces.
Can you tell where I work? I'm sorry.
No.
Very dominant play by Rock Solid the whole game. Yeah, exactly.
Corki. Yeah.
And you know, they had some dragon control. They gave one of the dragons up, but in that game it didn't really play that big of a role. There wasn't too much, you know, damage output, the DPS from the AD on that team for EG at that point in time. So we're gonna have to see how this goes into the next one.